All right, guys. Looks like James Harden is seriously considering a Rockets return this summer. There are some reports going around where I guess James Harden is pondering a return back to the Rockets, and that's only if, of course, things don't work out with the Philadelphia 76ers. Now, the 76ers, they've had a challenging start to the 2022-2023 season. They entered this season with immense expectations, as Joel Embiid and Harden had an entire summer and training camp to build that chemistry. But of course, injuries and a slow start for Embiid led to a sluggish first month of the season. However, I will say that in recent weeks, it seems as though there seems to be some team building and some momentum with Embiid in the midseason. And with Harden back healthy, and it seems like he's in the best shape of his career currently, they are actually turning things around. Their defense is one of the best in the league, and they seem to be evolving into some serious contention to maybe even potentially reach the NBA Finals. I know they're doing pretty good in their seeding stance as well. So currently I know they're not even at full strength with Tyrese Maxey out. But boy, when Maxey gets back, things will probably be a little bit scary. I think Philadelphia has a really good chance of getting things done for maybe a win this year. Now, despite the positive vibes, Harden remaining in Philadelphia beyond this season, of course, it's not guaranteed. These new rumors that are pointing the Houston Rockets being a serious contender for Harden's services if he opts out of the contract this summer, it's something to be seen. Now, in an attempt to win a championship with the 76ers, as you guys probably know, Harden has already signed a team-friendly contract with Philadelphia this summer. Now, the second year of the deal is a player option that would allow Harden basically to return from free agency next season and then look for one final monster contract, most likely. Now, that team, of course, as we've already mentioned, is going to be the Houston Rockets. Now, that's a franchise that James Harden has already been with for several years. And earlier this week, again, back to the reports, it seems like he's open to actually joining them despite their ugly end to the relationship several seasons ago. Now, on this Christmas Day, Adrian Wojnarowski, he said that the feeling between James Harden and the Houston Rockets is mutual. And he said, and I quote, "All-star guard James Harden is seriously considering a return to the Houston Rockets in free agency this July, if he decides against a new deal with the Philadelphia 76ers," sources told ESPN. So, this could be a serious, major story. We're just going to have to see how the season unfolds with the 76ers and if it's a guy that they could retain on their roster. If the 76ers fall, well short of their goals, as they did last season in the playoffs, it would make a great deal of sense if Harden looks to just, do a money buyout in a low pressure situation with a rebuilding team on the Houston Rockets. He can just kind of continue his life out there and run it through his 30s. And then eventually, with Harden being on that team and with all these new pieces that might be adding on, and the fact that, who knows, Houston Rockets might even get the first round pick in Wembanyama, which would be absolutely insane if he has Wembanyama, and Harden. That would just be nuts. So it would be like a whole Joel Embiid situation with James Harden in Houston with Wembanyama. But we'll see. I don't know how much of this article I actually agree with. I think Harden may stick around, but, if they don't do well, it might be the end of it.